All right. Throw your ones up in the air. Throw your ones up in the air for her. Throw your ones up in the air. All right. Mulberry Podcast, episode 55. What's up, gang? How's everybody doing today? Or tomorrow? Or yesterday? Oh, man. It is Wednesday. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. This week feels like it's gone by pretty fast, in my opinion. But that could be, that's not bad. It's not always a bad thing. Hold on. Fucking brother talking shit. Do you know what time it is? 7:39 in the morning. That means where he's at, it's 4:39 in the morning, and he's up being reckless. But anyway, how's everyone doing? How'd everybody weekend go? Hope everyone had a good weekend. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little sick, a little under the weather, so that's probably my voice probably sounds different. I don't know if you could tell or not, but yeah, I don't know. Around this time, the weather starts to change, and then I get sick. That's just how it goes, apparently. But it's all good. Whatever. I'll get through it. I don't know why. Maybe it was the long weekend, or I got it from somebody, obviously. But anyway, this podcast is probably not gonna be too long today because I do want to go to bed. I got off work this morning, chugged some NyQuil, and yeah, I'm ready to like knock out and just sleep damn near the whole day. But I wanted to get this in. I can't leave you guys hanging. I gotta stay consistent with it. But I just wanted to come on and talk about my weekend. It was pretty eventful, and then we'll get into some football talk. We'll do a quick little recap of week 2, and then I'll give you my picks for week 3. I got a lot to say about it, but we'll get into that later. I wanted to just kind of recap my weekend. I went to Washington, D.C. I've never been there, so that was the first time going. And I got to meet a good friend of mine who that's actually the first time we've actually met. I've known him since 2014 or so. My boy Mark Bravo. He's a music artist. Lives in, I don't know if he lives in DC, but he lives in Maryland, which is like right there. So he's from Bowie, Maryland. I don't know exactly where he lives now. He might live in DC, but because that's its own thing, which I did know that, but I wasn't really sure how all that works. It's kind of like its own little thing, but whatever. So yeah, that was from here in Knoxville, Tennessee, to Revolution. From Knoxville to DC, it's like a little over 7-hour drive. So Saturday morning, I busted a mission up to DC with my cousin Trevor. I asked him if he wanted to come. I don't think he really wanted to come, but then he decided like, yeah, I'll come. So I was like, all right, bet. And we literally drove there, did the podcast, went and like saw the White House and all that afterwards, like real quick. It was already dark, but like we drove by it because like we had to at least go look, you know, and then like some of the other like, you know, historical buildings and stuff like that. So we like did that, and then we literally just drove back. So we like did all this in like one day. But so we were up. I mean, shit. I got off work Friday morning, and I was up till about 5:30 in the afternoon, and then I slept till about midnight. So that was like my bulk sleep. And then I was up from midnight to about 5:30 in the morning, just like being a crackhead, basically. I was like playing Skyrim or whatever. So I was playing video games, and then I was like, man, I should probably take a nap because it's about to be a long ass day. So I took like a 2-hour nap from like 5:30 to about 7:30, 7:45 or so. And then I got up, I packed all my stuff, I got ready, took a shower, did all that, and then I went and picked up my cousin, and then we took off. So I think I picked him up around 8:45 or so, almost 9 o'clock. And we drove 7 hours, and it wasn't so bad on the way. We talked. We didn't even listen to music the entire trip, like there or back. We just literally talked the whole time. So like on the way there, we were just talking, bullshitting. So basically, from Knoxville, Tennessee, you just you go up toward like into Virginia, and then you drive all the way through Virginia, and then it's DC. So that's the only state that we drove through. And I'll tell you like this. There ain't shit in Virginia. Like, that whole drive was just, there was nothing there. There was like a couple like towns that we drove through. You know, like one of them had like a Bass Pro Shop or whatever. So, you know, I mean, I don't know how cool. Like, yeah, I got the Bass Pro, I guess. But like, that was like really it. There was like this one like town, and it had like a lot of like newer, nicer, like, you know, businesses, I guess. And then the next one that I really noticed was, it was like, I think it was called Gainesville, Virginia. It's like right off the freeway. That was where we stopped. Like, I stopped to get gas the last time before I got into DC, because I wanted to fill up before getting into the city. So then the next time I need to fill up, like, we can go in the city, do what we got to do, get in and get out, and like we can drive back, and then I could fill up like out, you know what I'm saying, like not try to find a gas station driving around with a bunch of traffic and people everywhere. So I just wanted to make sure to have enough gas to be able to do that and get out the city. But yeah, it was honestly, if I didn't have Trevor with me, it would have been a pretty boring drive, to be honest, because I mean, it was just 7 hours of literally nothing. Like, we stopped once at this, like, random-ass Shell gas station, like, by itself. Like, it was pretty sketchy. There's, like, nothing out there, dude. It's just, like, these, like, meth head, like, white dudes just, like, chilling on the side of the building, like, just looking at us. I'm just like, bro. And then we go, because we had to take a piss and get gas and stuff. So we go in the bathroom, or like we're going to walk in the bathroom, and the door is like cracked open, and it literally says like, do not shut the door all the way, or like you can't get back in. So we were reading it like, what? So Trevor was like, no, just like, let's not, just wait out here. And then when I come out, you go in. Cause like, bro, we were not about to get locked in this bathroom in the middle of Virginia where we don't know anyone. Like, you know, we were just thinking like that, like, bro, there's no way we're about to get into this. Like, the door literally said, like, don't close all the way. Please do not close all the way, because you can't open it back up. And I'm like, bro, what if we really didn't read that? We just both walked in and the door closed. Like, we're stuck in there. So we were kind of laughing about that or whatever. And then we took off. We went to Gainesville, and that's where we ate. You know, I had some lunch or whatever. And then we drove into DC, and it was pretty cool, man. We crossed the Potomac River. That's a big ass river. There's like a bunch of like boats and people and shit, you know. It was pretty cool. And then the city's actually pretty nice. I know there's like, you know, a lot of ghetto spots. I mean, but that's like really everywhere, to be honest. Like, there's always, you got the hood, and then you got like the nice areas. But to me, I don't know, maybe because where like I grew up. I mean, it was pretty nice. I thought it was pretty nice. And then, so we met my buddy, Mark Bravo, at this place called House of Herbs. Shout out to House of Herbs, man. They were super cool people. You know, they let us use the space to do a podcast and stuff. And it's like a little weed shop. But I don't really know the laws exactly on like marijuana in DC, but like I don't know if they can like technically, like, I don't know, there's some technicalities what they can and can't sell, but like they're like, I think they're known for like their tea. Like, you could buy like tea or like whatever, like weed tea, or I don't know, however that works. I'm not really into that, so like I don't really know exactly how that works, but that was the gist of the store. It was like the layout was really nice. There's a lot of cool art pieces and stuff on the walls and all that, and they had like this really big like curvature like type couch. Like that's where we did the podcast. And Mark Bravo, I think he works there like part time, so he's like, since he works there, like they let him like we could use the space for free, but obviously we'd have to like shout him out and stuff, which I was gonna do anyway because that was kind of cool of them to let us do that. I didn't really know what to expect like going in there, but it was actually really nice and it was super cool. And when we were doing the podcast and stuff, there's just like people like right there like shopping and all that, or like they have people like talking about like, oh, this is that whatever. So like we're just like right there, and it was actually the first time I ever done a podcast like that where it was kind of in public. Most of the time I'm in my room and it's just me, like right now, or like when I have a guest, obviously it's me and my guest, and maybe a couple times there was like a person in the background that like they had came with that was just chilling, like listening or whatever. And I always thought that was kind of weird. Like I would get nervous at first, and then that's like pretty easy. But this was the first time it was like in public, and I had all my equipment with me, and I had to set up and do all that. And I'm just glad like I taught myself how to do all this stuff and set up and all that, because when I go to places, like I don't need to ask for help, or I don't need anyone to help me. And I guess it kind of looked like I knew what I was doing for the most part. Because even Trevor was like, damn, bro, because I had a bunch of stuff out, like my camcorder. I had like, I had my stuff for the backlight, which we ended up not even using a backlight because the lighting in there was actually really good. But I had like all my XLR cables and my my Zoom that I used to like record the audio. So I had all this stuff, and like I had extension cords and all that, Like I came really prepared for just because I didn't know how the layout was going to be or the setup. So I didn't know exactly what to bring. So I basically brought like all of my stuff, and then we just worked with what I had there. So yeah, it was a good trip, man. Mark Bravo is like a super nice dude, and it just, obviously I never been to DC. I never met this guy, right? Like that's how I'm thinking. I've known him obviously for years, and we've always kept in touch and talked. So I do know him like enough to where I was comfortable taking this long ass trip to go meet him for the first time in a place I don't know. Because that was something that like Trevor and I talked about like on the way, obviously, like always kind of thinking the worst and stuff, but that's not always a bad thing. To like mentally prepare yourself for something that might happen or things that may happen, but literally nothing happened. And he was the nicest guy. And like I said, even the security that was outside, dude he looked tough as hell. He was cool, man. He was super nice. We go in and the workers were super nice and friendly and very welcoming. It was just right from the jump was just a super welcoming feeling and environment, and that just made me feel really comfortable. And I think that made me feel even more comfortable when I was setting up, and there's people around, but they're just letting me do my thing, and they're letting Trevor, I gave him my camera, and he was just taking pictures of stuff. And we asked like, can we take pictures in here? And they're like, oh, absolutely, take pictures whatever you want, like no big deal. Like I didn't want to think like we were the feds or something, like like taking pictures of everything, but yeah, so we did the pod. That should be coming out in a few days, actually. I think I'm going to drop it like Friday or Saturday. Probably, I don't know yet. I wanted to get this one in before I drop that one, but that one will come out this weekend. I'm not exactly sure what day. I'm going to try to get this out today on Wednesday, but we'll see, because it just always depends on the editing and getting it uploaded to YouTube and all that crap. Sometimes it takes forever, but whatever. Excuse me. So yeah, that was, man. So that was the main thing I did this past weekend was make that trip. And I didn't want to stay the night. I thought about staying the night and getting a hotel, but we literally just drove back right after. So it was honestly a really long trip, a really long day, especially because I woke up at midnight and then I was up and then I only slept for like 2 hours and then drove 7 hours, did a podcast, and drove 7 hours back. And I drove the whole way there and back. And so once we got done with the pod, we left. It was about 8:30 at night. And we left, and Trevor was like, should we go by the White House? And I was like, I mean, we don't have to. We could just dip. And he's like, well, I feel like we should at least go since we're fucking here, And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. At least drive by it, Like, I already know, like, our family would give us so much shit for being like, you two clowns drove all that way to D.C. and didn't even go by the White House. You didn't even look at it. So we drove by it. That building is old as hell. Like, that shit looks old. But it was pretty cool, man. And then like a couple other, cool buildings that are there. We got to see all that. And then we just ended up driving back home. And we stopped to eat. And then I had like 6 hours to go. And that's when I really started getting tired. I'm not going to lie. Because it was already been a long-ass day. And about 6 hours, man. 5 hours and 45 minutes. I'm like, my eyes are heavy. I'm about ready to just knock out. But Trevor and I just talked literally the whole way. We talked, and then I stopped to get gas with about 3 hours left, dude. And then I ended up getting a Red Bull, which I don't really like drinking energy drinks like that, but I will say they do help if you really do need it. And like I drink Red Bull. I don't really like Monster or none of that other shit, but I'll grab a Red Bull. So I grabbed like a 16-ounce Red Bull, and I just sipped it the rest of the way home. And man, by that time, I mean, dude, we're pushing almost 24 hours. I know he was up. I think Trevor was up most of the night too. So I think he was like, we were both running on like almost 24 hours and no sleep. And we're both pretty damn tired. And then like we started talking about stuff. Like we started talking about like deep shit. And then like, I don't know what happened, or I don't know exactly what was said, but we started talking about like life and death and things like that. And for some reason, bro, I just started thinking about like, we're not going to be here forever, and we're going to like die one day and all this, right? And I feel like that's common to think about. I don't know how often you guys think about like, life and death and stuff, or like if it's daily or like weekly or whatever. I don't know like what's normal. I feel like I think about it almost every day, but it's not to the point where it's overwhelming. It's just something that, I think about when I live my life is like, man, I want to do the things I want to do while I'm still here. And, I feel like that's normal, right? But for some reason, I don't know if it was because we were so tired or I was so damn tired, but like I literally had like a panic attack while driving, like not like externally, but like internally, like my heart started pounding. I started to feel like real faint because I don't know, man. We were talking about it, and then I started talking about like, I was thinking about like, dude, we're gonna die. Like we're gonna die one day. Like, and then like my heart's already kind of pumping because of the Red Bull, and then we haven't slept, and then we're talking about this shit, and then like I just feel like I was gonna pass out, dude. I started freaking out, and I don't know why it bothered me so much that drive that day. I don't know. But I've been thinking about it for the past, 3 days. Just that feeling of like, just why I'm more thinking about like, why did it trigger me like that, to where I really just like everything in my life flashed before me. And then even like my potential future and like everything just kind of flashed like right before my eyes. Like, bro, I think I haven't really thought about a lot of things like that for a while, and I realized like I'm getting older, and it just all kind of hit me and kind of scared me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And like what's funny is I had to calm myself down and just like told myself like, bro, we're still young, like just chill, like it's good. But just like, I don't know if it's irrational or what to think about things like that and let it really get to you. But sometimes it does, man, when you think about it. And I don't know if it's because I felt like I haven't been doing enough, or there's so much I want to do And, I've realized that I really enjoy traveling and seeing new places and meeting new people. And I really did enjoy that trip. We went there. We were only there for like maybe 3 hours, and we drove 7 hours there, 7 hours back. A little over 7 hours each. So it was like close to 15 hours round trip just to be there for 3 hours, right? And that's kind of crazy. If you ask most people, or you tell most people that, they're not probably going to be like, bro, that's dumb. Or like, they're not going to do that. They're not going to drive that far to be there for that little bit of time and just to drive back again, right? But something in me, like, I really needed to go meet Mark Bravo. I really needed to have that conversation with him, and just how well it all went. That 3 hours was totally worth it. I was totally satisfied with how everything went, where I was ready to go home. Because as much as I like to travel and meet new people and all that, man, I love to just be in my bed and like sleep in my own bed and be in my room, because that's my safe space and that's where I feel the most comfortable, right? So when I got what I needed out of the trip, where I was extremely satisfied, more than I thought I was going to be, and it just went so well, I was ready to go. I was like, dude, I'm down to drive back right now. I don't care. It happened. Everything happened so perfectly. I'm satisfied. I don't need to get a hotel and like check out the downtown nightlife and do all that to feel like my weekend's fulfilled. So we took off. I think Trevor didn't really, I don't know if he really wanted to stay either. He started like getting like real bad allergies and stuff, and maybe he was getting sick, and that's why I got sick, because I was in the room or in the car with him for so long. But it's all good. It's no big deal. But he was ready to go home, so we just took off. I know too, I'm gonna go back there multiple times and visit, because there's a lot of people I know there through Mark Bravo that I want to meet and interview and stuff. So I already know, like, man, I'm gonna be back, and maybe the next time I'll make it a little more of a weekend out of it than just like one day and just bust a fat ass mission like I did. But yeah, so that's what we did, man. So it was very rewarding, I will say that. And then Sunday I slept. I got home around, I think I got back to the house at like 6. I didn't go to sleep till like 6:30 or so. But man, I slept so good. I woke up around 12:30, 1 o'clock, ready for the football games. And then I watched football. But I was honestly just drained all day. I was exhausted. I was super tired the whole day. But yeah, I just watched football, man. And, that was my weekend. That was my weekend. But I definitely want to keep traveling, keep going to new places, and linking up with people that I've been wanting to link up with and make content with for a long time now. So it's really exciting, man. My future thing, when I think about it, I'm excited, and I just want to keep this positive energy and feeling that I have, especially with what I was, everything that I was thinking about on that drive home, and like I freaked out and stuff, and I just like, I don't know why it bothered me so much, but I really want to just continue to go down this path of just seeing and experiencing as much as I can and meeting as many people as I can and getting the most out of this life, because like I said, it's limited. It's just the way it is, and I guess that's what it is. I don't know what happens after you pass, or what. That's up to whatever I guess you believe in, but that's not really something that I want to have to think about right now in that much depth where it freaks me out. So the only thing I could do from this point forward is appreciate my life and be a good person, and always try to work on being a better version of myself. So that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. Damn it. I was scratching my leg and I ripped open a scab, and I knew I was starting to bleed. Anyway, bro, how about them Cowboys? You know what I'm saying? Let's just get right into that now. because your boy, god damn, I really did rip my whole ass scab open, dude. That's so dumb. Fuck, man. Yeah, man, them Cowboys took a dub, and I'm super excited to talk about it because if you watched the last podcast, I was obviously shitting on my own team, right? Because these assholes, our offense was so trash, dude. But then Dak got hurt, and your boy Cooper Rush came in the game, our backup quarterback, and won us a game, bro. And you know what he did that was so dope to me that I haven't seen in such a long time was when we needed to go down, we needed to drive down and get in field goal position because it was a tie game. It was a fourth quarter. It's like the last drive. We got to go down and we got to kick this field goal and win the game. What did this man, Cooper Rush, do? Drove down the field, got us in field goal range. We kicked the field goal and won the game. I mean, bro, how hard was that? That's all I've been asking. Somebody on the damn offense step up and run this offense. Let's go. I mean, this offense was totally different from last week. What? There was only one thing that changed, and that was our quarterback. That was it. I mean, what does Dak and Cooper Rush have in common? Not much. Apparently not much. But what Cooper Rush does have is he got a dub under his belt for this season. And I'll tell you what, he keeps winning games. If he wins majority of his games, if he wins 80% of his games, and we're in first place in our division, which I don't know, that's going to be tough because the Eagles are good. I'm not going to lie. We're going to get to that because that was my game of the week pick last week, and that was totally just horrible by the Vikings. Fucking bums, dude. But anyway, when Dak comes back next month, if Cooper Rush, if we win all of our games and Dak comes back, bro, that's going to be a decision. Like, that's going to have to be a conversation that's going to be had, which I talked about that on my last pod, was like, we're either going to go 0-17 or we're going to get a good quarterback or get some wins. And now it's like, what do we do here? What I do think will happen is they're going to let Dak start again. And then, like, if he loses a game or two, bro, he might lose his spot. Dead ass. We might put Cooper Rush back in. I mean, this is all hypotheticals, obviously. It was one game. But I'm not going to lie. Like, the Bengals aren't a bad team. Like, that's a good team. And I had the Bengals winning. So, our defense is stellar, dude. Our defense is so good. If they keep playing like this and our offense at least does this, dude. Huh. We're looking pretty nice. That's all I'm going to say. I'm really excited. I was surprised with this, but I was glad to see something different than what I've been seeing. And so we won it 20-17, and man, I'm just really happy about it. I'm really happy about it. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with our team right now. So yeah, man, how about the motherfucking Cowboys? You feel me? But I want to go back to my week 2 picks, my recap, because I swear, dude, I be picking teams. I be thinking like, yo, this is going to be good, right? But no, I ended up going 9-7. I picked 9 games correctly, and I lost 7 games. I had Chiefs winning. They won. I had the Steelers winning, and they lost. And they lost to the Patriots, bro. And the Patriots, they got whooped on. Who'd they lose to week 1? Let me look. Right here. They lost to the Dolphins. They lost 20-7, right? Steelers, they beat the Bengals week 1, but on some BS in overtime. Like everyone was missing field goals. That was just crazy. But honestly, the Patriots, like, dude, they did not look good at all. So I'm thinking Steelers are going to pull this win out. They end up losing. Right? And then I had the Giants to win. They ended up winning. They beat the Panthers. Then I think I had the Browns winning. I don't know who had Jets winning that game, unless you're a Jets fan. But, dude, the Browns totally just a total collapse, bro. Jets ended up winning. So I lost that one. I had the Colts winning, beating the Jaguars. Jacksonville, let's just say that. The Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags won 24-0. So, and I got Jonathan Taylor on my fantasy, and he didn't do a whole lot for me. Next game, I had the Dolphins winning. They beaten the Ravens, and that's what they did. I had the Bucks winning. They won. Commanders, they lost. They lost to the Lions, bro. Yo, Lions low-key got a good team, bro. Don't sleep on the Lions, man. 36 points, that looks good. And they scored quite a bit last week, too. They lost still. They put up 35 points last week, but they lost 38-35 to the Eagles. Yo, that's a lot of points, man. That's a good offense. Let's see, what else? So Commanders lost. I had 49ers winning. They won. I had Rams winning. They won. Bro, I had Raiders winning. Talk about collapse. Now, this was the game, bro. You had Raiders up 23-0, dude. Didn't score the rest of the game. Lost 29-23 in overtime, bro. Renfro fumbled the ball, and dude picked the ball up, ran 62 yards for a touchdown to win the game. I mean, that's just perfect Raider fashion, how to lose a game. How to lose a game 101? Bro, Raiders, bro. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I remember seeing that. I watched that shit, and I was like, wow, bro. Poor Raider fans, man. Just shit. You know, and I was talking shit. I said it's worse being a Cowboys fan, which I don't know after that, bro. Dude, Raiders really got their run for the money, bro. Like, what team is it worse to be a fan of, the Raiders or the Cowboys? I mean, bro, we're bottom tier. They just love to disappoint their fans. Raiders just will always disappoint you, and so will the Cowboys. When you think the Cowboys are good, watch us. We're gonna go in next week and get smacked by the Giants. Watch. Just because I'm hype about them winning. That's exactly what's going to happen, because that's what always happens. I had Broncos winning, and they won. By the way, week 1, dude, we got to talk about when I called Tracer last week on the pod, we said that the Broncos were going to roll the Seahawks. Dog, the Seahawks ended up winning. Yo, this is why I act like I feel like I know what I'm talking about with football, but like it never ceases to amaze me where I'm totally wrong, and it's just I don't get it. Whatever. Broncos got the dub. They got the dub against the Texans. They won 16-9. Yeah, that game was horrible, dude. The Broncos fans were literally booing the Broncos, because of how bad they were. Like, they had like 1st and goal, and they like couldn't get in. They had to kick a field goal. The fans were not happy, bro. They were pissed. Bengals lost. How about them Cowboys? Yeah. Packers won with ease, I believe, 27-10. Poor Bears. Bills won. Totally walked all over the Titans, bro. Titans, dude, coming off of being first in the AFC last year. Now, dude, they're looking bad. They might lose every game. I ain't gonna lie. They got the Raiders this week though, so I don't know. Who am I gonna pick that game, dude? I really gotta think about that right now before. And I had Vikings winning, and I had the Vikings-Eagles game the game of the week because of how well the Vikings played last week. And they just came out and just took a fat shit, dude. They only scored 7 points. The Eagles won 24-7. So I don't know, man. I got 9 right. I missed 7. So I'm 9-7 for week 2. Let's see if I could do better week 3. So my picks for week 3, let's just get right into it, and then we'll get up on out of here. Week 3, tomorrow's game, Thursday night, is Steelers at Browns. Bro, I'm going to go Browns, even though they... I don't know, dude. That's a division game. They're both 1-1. I'm going to go Browns, man. I'm going to go, dude. Yeah, I'm going to pick Browns. I hate those types of games where, like, you really don't know, bro. Like, what? I'm going to go Browns. Bills and Dolphins, dude. I got to go Bills. Dolphins look good, bro, but Bills they look really good. I got Bills. Bengals at Jets. I'm going to pick the Bengals to win that. They're 0-2, man. They're going to get their first dub this week. Bengals. Raiders at Titans. Should I pick the Raiders? I think I'm going to go Raiders, bro. I have to. Titans just look really bad, bro. God, watch the Titans are going to win, dude. I'm going to pick Raiders. Saints at Carolina. I got the Saints, man. I got the Saints. Ravens at Patriots. I got Ravens winning that. Lions at Minnesota. I'm going Lions, bro. Lions are going to beat the Vikings, bro. Vikings. Lions. Yeah, I got Lions. Eagles at Commanders. I got the Eagles winning that. Chiefs at Colts. I got the Chiefs. Texans at Bears. Bro, I'm going to pick the Texans, bro. I got Texans winning that. Jaguars at Chargers. I got the Chargers. Rams at Cardinals. I got the Rams, dude. Cardinals are not that good. They beat the Raiders, but I was on some fluke shit because they got their asses handed to them week 1 against the Chiefs. So I'm going to go Rams. Packers at Bucks. Oof. That's a good game. I think Packers going to win, though. Bucks haven't been looking that good. I'm not gonna lie. Brady's been getting put on his ass. He's pissed off over there, slamming his iPad and whatnot, getting in his teammates' faces, tripping out. It ain't looking that good. I think I don't know. I haven't watched the news at all, but I don't know. Is Mike Evans suspended for like him and Lattimore fighting and shit, or did they just get ejected? I don't know. I didn't look that up. Should I just look it up, dude? I don't know if he got suspended or if he's just going to get fined. Oh, so did he has been suspended for week 3 against Green Bay Packers. NFL makes it official. It's a 1-game suspension. So he is suspended. Okay, so yeah, I'm going Packers, bro, because Mike Evans is like the main receiver. I'm going to go Packers on that. Falcons at Seahawks. I got Falcons winning. 49ers at Broncos. Dude, I don't know. Trey Lance is done, bro. Jimmy G back in that thing, which I like Jimmy G better than Trey Lance. I'm not going to lie. Man, I got 49ers. I don't think Broncos haven't been playing very well. It's in Denver, but I'm going to go 49ers, bro. Cowboys at Giants. You already know I'm picking the Cowboys for this one, man. I should pick the Giants because then Cowboys will win. That's what I think, but I'm going to go Cowboys. So those are the games. So let me just recap real quick. I got Browns, Bills, Bengals, Raiders, Saints, Ravens, Lions, Eagles, Chiefs, Texans, Chargers, Rams, Packers, Falcons, 49ers, Cowboys. Most of those are the away teams. So I got the away teams pulling up and doing damage. That's what we got. So that is my my picks for the week. My brother, I wanted to call him, but I wanted to call him about his picks. I want to like call him and because he does damn good, bro. He does way better than I do. But I got his picks right here. I'm just gonna say him. He got Giants winning over Cowboys. Then he got Niners beating the Broncos. He got Titans beating the Raiders. He has 40. Wait. Why did he send me that? Wait. What a fucking idiot. 1, 2, 3. Okay. He got Bears beating the Texans. Whoa, he picked the Bears. Okay. He got Vikings beating the Lions. I might do better than him this week. I'm not going to lie. He got Browns beating the Steelers. He got Eagles beating the Commanders. He got Bills beating Dolphins. He got Seahawks beating the Falcons. This dude is high. I'm not even going to say that because he'll probably get more right than me. He got Saints beating the Jags. He got Bucks over Packers. I want to call this dude. He won't answer, though. I want to call him, though, bro. He's tripping. Bengals over Jets and Ravens over Patriots. Then he got Rams over Cardinals, Chiefs over Colts. He got Chargers over Jags. Bro, he's tripping on the Yo, what? He's tripping. Which one did I say he was tripping? The Bucks tripping. And then Seahawks. They got Seahawks 75%? Or is that how many people picked them? I don't know, bro. Should I change my... No, I'm not changing mine. I already locked it in. I think Falcons can win, dude. So I'm going to stick with that. But yeah, those are my brother's picks. I'm going to call him next week or after the game. After when I do my next one, I'm going to call him. We could roast him because he's tripping. But that's all I got for you guys today, man. Like I said, I'll have another podcast out here like within a few days. I'm going to drop the one with Mark Bravo. I'm really excited about that one. But like I said, I wanted to come on and do a little weekend recap and a little NFL recap and get my picks for week 3 in. So we'll see if I do better than 9-7 like week 2. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend coming up, and we'll see you guys next week. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. I'll be here. All right, we'll see you guys.